So, we got news for Aquaman 2, which I haven't really talked about because there's just been bits and pieces, but this one made me go, you know what? I want to talk about this. I want to have a little bit of a chit-chat about this one, because this piece of news interested me. Now, this story was released yesterday, and I wanted to really talk about it, but it was like too late, so I was like, I'll wait till tomorrow. So tomorrow is here, so let's talk about it. We've got an announcement for another DC villain showing up in Aquaman 2. We already know that Black Manta will be involved, and we are dealing with this thing called the Lost Kingdom. The Trencher apparently coming back as well. But now we have another character in here. But the thing is, he's not a Aquaman villain per se, but he is the villain of another DC character. And that is the Shark. Not King Shark, the Shark. So you may be wondering if I'm sure some diehard DC fans watching this video are like, oh, I know the Shark. But for those of you who don't know who the Shark is and are thinking, you mean King Shark, right? You're talking about King Shark. That's the only shark, right? Not really. In fact, there's about 3 or 4 shark characters in the DC universe. And not one of them are Aquaman villains, believe it or not. So the Shark is a creature who is actually a tiger shark who was exposed to cosmic radiation by German-speaking aliens. No, really. Don't stop laughing. I'm serious. That was in the Jeff Johns run. And he is actually a Green Lantern villain. He was one of Hal Jordan's earliest opponents. He was one of his few Earth-based opponents. So the Shark was hyper-evolved into a being called Karshan. Now the Shark had telepathic and telekinetic abilities that could actually break through the Green Lantern ring's power. Like, he could actually affect Hal Jordan's mind in the story. It's interesting to note that as the comics went on, the Shark devolved into a monster that needed to eat brains to keep its intellect. Yeah. So the Shark is a lot different from King Shark. You may be wondering, well, how's that? Cosmic radiation by German aliens. And King Shark is a being born of a shark deity. Everybody got that? Anyway. So I wonder why the Shark is here. Like I said, he's a Green Lantern villain, but what is he doing here? What is Karshan doing here? Karshan is... I'm wondering, I have a feeling that corporate put in, like, how popular King Shark was, and was like, let's put in another shark character in a movie. Oh, Aquaman, he makes sense. He's water. He's got fish. Put a shark in there. So, I feel like corporate was like, after how popular King Shark became, and I almost have a feeling they wanted to put King Shark in the movie. I almost have a feeling King Shark was going to be put in the movie, but then they're like, no, we can't have that R-rated character in the PG-13 movie. Just fucking put another shark man in there. So yeah, that's what I think was, that corporate was like, let's just throw that in there. Let's just throw another shark in there. Now, I'm wondering how they're going to do the Shark. That's the big question. The Shark is a very fascinating character in that he's not well known, but he's also very powerful. And I'm wondering if he is going to be like a comical relief like King Shark was, or if they're going to treat him like an actual threat, or if they're going to keep his intellect at all. Or are they going to say that, is he like a underwater like shark deity? Not like shark deity, but more like, is he going to be from a race of shark people and not a hyper-evolved tiger shark? That's what I'm wondering, is that they're going to just change up the origin a bit. That's the big thing I'm curious about with this, is that the Shark might be, like, totally changed. And I'm not saying that's bad, I'm just saying, like, yeah, then why call it the Shark? That's the thing, is, like, why make it the Shark if you are just... if you're just gonna have it be a totally different character. Just make it a Shark Man, and that's it. So that's what I think is gonna happen, is that they're either gonna ignore the whole thing. But it would be kind of fun. Like, this would be a really fun reference to it. If we had, like, a story where, like, a little bit in the movie where Aquaman is, like, swimming around and he hears stories about this shark man cruising around the beaches of Coast City. The shark could even be, like, the first villain he fights. The shark may not even be a villain that he fights throughout the movie. He may just be a one-and-done villain. In fact, that's what I'm actually thinking is going to be the case, is that he is just going to be a one-and-done villain for the story. Like, he's just going to be a big boss fight that Arthur's going to kill, and then he's going to move on with the rest of his life. That's what I think may be the case. Now, but I don't know. We don't know anything about this movie. It's going to be more horror-centric, according to James Wan, which, again, James Wan, of course. But, of course, James Wan is doing a horror superhero movie, because he couldn't do it. The Trench got canceled, which I was actually really looking forward to The Trench. But, oh well. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is that he's just going to be like a fight, just something for Arthur to punch. I don't think Karshan is going to play a big role in it, but we'll see. So, but you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the shark showing up in Aquaman 2? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? Do you think it was probably because of the popularity of King Shark that got the shark into Aquaman 2? Or do you think he was just kind of always planned? And what role do you think the shark's going to play? Do you think he's going to play like a major role? Or do you think he's just going to be a big, dumb brute that Aquaman's going to fight and kill? Like he's going to be like an underling or something. Anyway, so just comment below, let me know. And as always, if you haven't already, check out my link below and become a patron on my Patreon. And if you hit the 4th tier, I will do a video request for you guys here on YouTube. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the multiverse.